Bimmer Bros. Thank you very much for joining us again on this awesome day, because guess what? We're working on the E93 M3.
So it's long overdue, and you know, we usually post, you know, all sorts of, like, you know, different vehicles, you know, on our stream, and but this time, you know, the long wait has finally arrived because I have to smog it. So we definitely need to, you know, work on the M3. Some of you may have actually caught this on our story feed, but the vehicle, this car actually went on to in limp mode. It went into limp mode, and that's due to the fact that the throttle actuators have failed. We hooked it up to INPA. We know for a fact that they have failed. Now we're hoping that the motherboard is not cracked. And so what we've done is we've actually sourced the replacement gears for those actuators. You can do a really quick search on Google, and you'll see that the actuators actually rest in the valley underneath the plenum.
This is a good assumption.
Yeah, it's a really good assumption because the vehicle, you know, experienced a number of you know, logged errors.
If you're wondering why we're not at the shop right now, it's because we have
Too many vehicles.
Too many vehicles. Our cars are there. Our client cars are there. So we chose to do it at an undisclosed location, being my brother's house.
This is we're at the Beverly Hills.
Yeah, we're in our lodge, our loft, or whatever. But yeah, let's do it. Actuators are located on the throttle body itself, right? Is that
yes.
Is that where the actuators are? Right.
Yeah, the actuators are on the throttle body. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so.
It's
my archaic mind with like cables and all this stuff. I'm sorry. This is like the sketchiest of them.
Yeah, so that it breaks. Culprits are underneath this. Still need to separate this, and there's one. I think it's, what is it? So it's 1, 2, and I think as I read it, these are numbered, and so when you read your code, and I can't remember right now. This is 1 and this 2. So those are, I think. Don't quote me on that. Maybe you can drop in a comment. I forget which one is which. We're gonna do them both anyways.
So you're saying that the code
will tell you which bank.
one?
Yeah, which bank
Okay.
is not properly working.
Is it a boy or girl?
It's the one on the right, you know, towards the back, and you know, we gave it a little twist, and you could definitely feel some. Oh, there it is, it jammed. So there's little rough spots where you can feel the gear just kind of getting stuck.
Turn it all the way and then let it go.
Watch.
You can even hear it.
Yeah, there it is. It's right there.
Right there.
Anyways, we're making assumptions at this point, but guess who doesn't have enough bits to pull this thing out?
Yeah. So out of the hundreds of number 11 sockets that are in here, no e-Torx or Torx bits in here.
So we're gonna make a little run over to Harbor Freight and pick some up, and then take these apart. Actually, I think I'm gonna pull out the other actuator before we run over.
jokes. There it is. All right. What do we got? What do we got?
So here's a motherboard. Oh, and you can tell all the plastic that's all like worn down right there. The motherboard from just plain view doesn't look damaged. These are the contact points. There's one right there. It's a little loose, but other than that,
I think just the plastic part.
The plastic part is, yeah. But definitely, here, let's go ahead and turn it. See how this. And my brother's a little anxious to, like, pull it out. So here you go. I think it's going to be on this gear. See that?
You can see where it's all
see it right
ground
here.
down.
It's all ground down. You can see the teeth actually even being.
Oh yeah, look.
There it is.
The tooth is broken.
Yeah.
Here, can you put it in the light a little more? Right there. Yeah, right there. So you can see the teeth right there are a lot slimmer and broken.
Yeah.
So by the time, yeah, see it is because.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So.
Let's replace it.
Replace it, yeah. Alright guys, so we just got done drilling through this dowel, and we're going to insert this, what do you call this?
That's a spring pin.
Spring pin, to make sure that it actually secures the dowel to the brand new gear. I'll probably have to push this with some pliers. We're short-handed, we're actually short on tools, so take a look at this.
Very appropriate.
Yeah, very appropriate, yeah. You can see the bearings in there, so keep it clean. I would pack a little bit of grease in there, just as a safety measure. And before anything, mock everything that you reinstall. So this is us mocking it. There's supposed to be a washer here. So the washer is over there. It's this is the slimmer one. So this washer is going to go back in here. It's going to go back in here, and I guess the plus side is that this catches a spring, and you can retension it. You gotta like pull it up just a little bit to retension it. I think on the next one we should probably mark the coil, and set up. We're gonna do that on the next one.
Like paint them.
We're gonna go ahead and paint the coil on the next one. So this one we're not gonna put together just yet. That way we know the reference point.
Because once the spring matches the marks,
then you're at
the right.
You get the right tension. So this one we're gonna mock it just now. We're gonna leave it, and we're gonna take the other one apart.
Guys, it's the next day. We did not get to finish yesterday because we actually encountered a couple things, but we got over most of those obstacles because we put it all back together except one thing. One of the shafts is kind of stripped at the end, and I'm not sure how it happened. I think it's just a combination of rust and debris over time. I mean, it is a 2008, so at this point it is over 10 years old. So we got some tap and dies to just clean up the threads. And also we need the IMPA and ISTA computers, which are in one of our tech carts. So we had to come back and grab those. But from this point on, we should be able to reassemble and put everything back together, and it should be no problem, smooth sailing from there. So let's cut forward to getting back to my brother's house and getting it all done.
It's not an M20 with like little rat pins.
Little spades.
Little, like,
spade connectors and shit. So which one's positive and which one's negative?
Oh, dude,
who cares? Just plug it in.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing slides into that little bracket. You see it?
Is that it?
That's it. There's like a few more. There's like one more.
Who's that guy right there?
That's our dad. Whatever.
All right, so what's the status?
Alright guys, so we managed to clear the codes and we managed to reset the adaptions since we're reusing the motherboards. We ran into a little hiccup just before we started filming, and I think it was because we weren't shutting off the computer, or actually shutting off the car, or turning it on. Anyways, it was just a big fiasco. Now the car is saddling at you know what it's supposed to idle. Yeah, it should be
650.
Yeah, which actually should be idling a little higher because it's cold. But since we reset the adaptions for the entire system, it's having to relearn, and so it's gonna probably take a little while. We're freaking out because the DSC light was not like going away, but we're gonna go drive it slow so that it starts like relearning. Hopefully it doesn't go into limp mode again, and if it does,
yeah, it looks like we're looking at a throttle actuator.
An actual throttle actuator motherboard, but that's not going to stop us.
Yeah, as long as it's just part of the process, guys. This is what we do. We diagnose, and we did see that the gears were broken, so that was the first plan of action. So now, test drive and see if it goes away. See if we got something else on our hands, right? So let's see what happens. All right, guys. So I think we're good. That did it.
Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah, Happy New Year, and we hope you had a great 2022 and that it was full of projects, full of fun, full of heartache, blood, sweat, and tears, just like we did. Not just with one car, but many. But we had an awesome time doing it. We had an awesome time filming all these videos for you this year. It was a blast, and I think my brother and I really appreciate all the support. I think we say thank you in almost every video, but we just can't stop being grateful for everything that you guys as viewers and community members have done for us and the community. So if you want to continue supporting the channel, you want to grab a cool SBB shirt, where's the logo? Right there, SBB shirt, or a hat, just like my brother's wearing. You can do that at superbimmerbros.com, or get some parts, whatever you'd like, or just come by and say hi. You don't have to buy anything.
All right, guys, just to recap and just to make it sweet and short, once again, I want to thank you. Right now, we're taking a little stroll, making sure that you know, the vehicle is responsive. No code so far.
I think it's a success.
I think it's an overall success. Yeah, definitely. This car's gonna need some more work. In the future, we're gonna do rod bearings, you know, the whole 9 yards. But now my baby is drivable.
Yeah. Now you can smog it.
Now I can smog it. Yeah, I can smog it. Anyways, over and out. Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, and here's to a great 2023, guys. Take care. Later.